What's up, everybody? It's Dre Trades here, and today we're going to talk about Apple. Yes, we have to talk about this stock because this thing has been quietly ripping in the background, kind of silently, because other stocks has been tearing up. Nobody's really been talking about Apple until today. Stocks like nvda is tearing it up. So we're going to talk about Apple real quick. Just before the bell closed, they got an announcement, I think next week, that they're going to be, is it next week? Yeah, next week, that they're going to be talking about their new iPad Pro and AirTags, so that's usually good to keep the stock steady. So we'll talk about it. Right here, I got my chart up. I already got lines drawn. All right, so I'll explain what I had drawn. I'll explain what I think is going to happen. Let's get to it. All right, so here you have it. Apple, we're looking at the weekly chart, closed at 134.43, up 2.43% today, which is good. But when you look at the weekly chart, all right, this thing has really been doing nothing, just like most tech stocks, nothing since August. All right, so here it is, April, and maybe this thing can kind of get on the ball and start being the Apple that we all know and love. But for now, for the most part, since August, this thing is trading in a range. And that's why I have this gray box here, and you can see right there, I thought it was going to be a short range breakout and just take off, but nah, that was a fake out right there. And these fake outs, they tend to just take you all the way to the bottom of the range, but we did not go to the bottom. So this line I got drawn right here, this was a support line that I thought Apple may touch once it broke this diagonal trend line, right? So I drew this, it broke. So I drew this, right? I'm figures gotta hit support somewhere, but it never reached it. It never reached it, came down about 117, and it's been straight up since then. So not bad for Apple. Let's measure that move, and it looks like it's up 16%. That's what I'm saying, quietly since March 29th, okay, which was just a couple of weeks ago. This thing was up 16% for the most part. All right, so this thing has been quietly ripping in the background. We got earnings 2 weeks from now. We got an announcement next week. I think it's going to hold. I think Apple can actually go to the top of the range right here, right? And at least to the underside of this trend line, and which is also coincides with the top of the range. Now, I'm going to clear all of this out because there's two things I want you to see. All right, so let's just go ahead and clear this drawing out. Oh, bye-bye. I had them up there for so long. Two things I like here, all right? And that's, let's start down below. Let's look at the stochastics. Coming off that oversold level, shooting straight up. It's at a angle, right, and I always measure angles here. I don't do it on videos sometimes, but that angle is about 60%. You can see the slow, the fast over the slow. It's spreading apart. And not only do I want to see these things go up from the oversold there, I want to see them spread apart. So the more straight up and the more wider apart, I like it the most. All right, so let's go back up to the chart and let's see what we got going on here that I like. So here is that low, right? That low was on March 23rd. So everyone is familiar with that low. We was all panicking, losing like 35% of our portfolio. Here's a low, right? Here's a low, and here's a low, right? The recent low. And if you notice what I just drew a series of higher lows, right? So I'm gonna draw a high here, and here at Dre Trades, man, keep it simple. Really keep it simple. So even though it did break that trend line that I had drawn right there, kind of broke right here, Apple has been putting in a series of, it's still on the uptrend, putting a series of higher highs and higher lows in. And it just put that higher low in, which I thought we was going to actually tag down here and maybe go a lower low. Then I was going to go, Apple. But no, it didn't do that. It turned around and the thing is silently rallying. I think we at least gonna touch that high or be close to it before earnings in the next 2 weeks. Now let's take a look at the monthly and kind of see what we really got going here. Right, so you can see the same thing, maybe a little more defined, this area of consolidation. I think it could actually, well, it's in an uptrend. Eventually, it should resolve itself in the uptrend, right? So it's just kind of up, taking a breather, and hopefully go up. Let's look at it, right? Here we go. Yeah. Here's the up breather. It's always more down, but look, up, rest, up, rest, up, rest, up, rest. And the reason why I like this one more than these even, because this one's going sideways. Even though, see, it went down and kind of rejected it, came right. It's just a sideways move. Just a sideways movement right here. Right? These were actually pullbacks, pull back, pull back, sideways. So I think we can actually head help. And look how we, on this monthly, remember the monthly actually takes time to resolve itself because it's a monthly. So what I talk about here is not going to happen tomorrow. All right, this is a monthly chart. So the next candle, it takes a month to draw, right? The candle that is drawn right here, right now, it's going to take another 13 days to complete. So this story can be totally different in the next, 20, at the end of the month, all right, for the most part. But look how it tagged that moving average right there, right? So clear all the drawings again, and right there, tagging that moving average. Look what happened when it tagged it here. Look what happened when it tagged it here, of course. So I actually like Apple. I never really trade Apple that much, but I like it. And let me tell you the trade that I put on. All right, so Apple came out with that announcement, right? So it's trading at 134. So I immediately tried to get some credit for this week because I think once that announcement kind of dropped, I'm thinking it's going to hold price. So I sold the 131.25 and bought the 126.25 for protection, a $5 widespread for 28 cents. I'm going to try to get some credit on this thing, and I might buy it back. Let's see if I can buy it back for 14 cents or something like that. Just make a little bit of money, hoping that it holds and hoping that we rally off of that bounce. It's just full speed ahead for Apple. So that's what I'm looking for. So that was my quick trade, but long term, I definitely like it. I just like it. Hey, all pullbacks need to be bought. And if this thing breaks out, look out. Look, you don't believe me? Check nvda's chart, and we maybe talk about that one tomorrow. So that's what's up, man. This is Dre Trades here. Let me know if you like this video. Put it in the comments what you think. You in Apple? You want to buy it, sell it? What do you think about this meeting tomorrow? Next week, when they give the announcement. You can tell I don't follow Apple like that. Let me know what you think of earnings gonna do. So I'm thinking the announcement will probably actually be blah blah blah. We know what they're gonna say, but the earnings, I think that it needs to surprise. By the way, it don't be lackluster. By the way, none of these tech stocks can. They better show and prove, all right? Otherwise, tech is just gonna. All right, they gotta prove these valuations, man. You see these charts, they insane. So the earnings need to come out, all right, and just bang. All right. So anyway, hopefully they do that, and if they do that and it breaks out of that gray area, look out, man. Apple all-time highs, new highs, all that. Dre Trades. Twitter, Instagram on Dre Trades. Right here, Dre Trades 2. I'm out. Peace.